Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it's 11:30 a.m. And yeah, it's actually been less than 12 hours since the last episode was recorded. That's pretty cool. I was thinking about my day today, and I'm pretty sure this is the only time I'm going to have to record this episode. I Here I am basically because I have an appointment at 2. I have to leave at 1:30 and I won't be back until around 4. Then I have an hour and then I have to go to my class and then I get home and then I have a meeting and then I'm gonna stream. So here I am, Monster Train, bright and early. I mean, it's not that much different to be honest with you. I just got a busy day, so we gotta do it now. Normally I like to do Monster Train when the fancy strikes me, but today I did not have time for such fancy. Oh no. Wendleton, don't do me dirty. I didn't notice he had this little sword icon on his shoulder pads. I wonder what that is. It's got like the wings like Fowl has. That's kind of cool. Anyway, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Today's Wednesday for you, halfway through the work week. I feel like the work weeks go a lot faster when I forget to tell you what day it is. I mean, they don't, but I'm like, oh wow, it's already Wednesday, but I also haven't thought about what day it is in like 3 days, so, you know. Yeah, anyway, let me ask you a question today and let's get going. I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, but I went to the dentist yesterday and no, I don't think I did because I recorded it late. Maybe I did. Either way, I went to the dentist and they told me, one, I hadn't been in 4 years, and they said, wow, your teeth are surprisingly clean. That's a W for me, I gotta tell you. But two, they took some x-rays and said, yeah, you're gonna need to have all 4 of your wisdom teeth pulled, to which I said, darn. I didn't want to hear that. But as a result, I want to ask you if you had your wisdom teeth pulled, or not, or like any sort of tooth. Was it like tooth issue? Oral surgery, I guess, anything like that. I've never actually had to have a major. I don't know if wisdom teeth are considered a major surgery, but I've never had to have one. So I'd say I'm nervous, but I don't really have to be nervous because I don't have to get that done right now. But sometime soon. I'm like, I like to say I'm not nervous in things like this, but I'm gonna be at least a little nervous. I feel like it's natural. But at the same time, like everyone, or not everyone, but a lot of people go through getting their wisdom teeth pulled. So how bad could it really be, right? I guess we'll find out. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's begin. Exile Awoken, Exile Melting. An Exile Melting with Molded Start again? I guess. Waiting Seal Daedalus Shadow Arcus. Sap Seraph Sap Molded Preserved Thorns. I have a Mad Genius run that I talked about a long time ago. I'm gonna play Channel Heart today. There's a Preserved Thorns already. But the idea was Strangler plus Stealth, and you just lock the enemies down and then never let them walk up until the boss passes by. I kind of want to play Thorn Ward since I took the bonuses to Sting. I could. I don't think it's that bad. Sure, let's do it. Lock it in. Final answer. And I'll take the money because we took the Sting. We have 6 Stings that do 20 in this deck. I'm pretty confident in our early game here. Just gonna play bottom floor so I get the incants on these Stings. Oh yeah. I was like, oh shit, I didn't draw my Stings? That's fine. I got them. We also have a good early game boss killer with Wildwood Sap. This deck has a lot of early power. Sad. Guess I could have played Train Steward up there and hoped for the best in terms of getting the Collector. I just kind of assumed I would get the Collector though. I was incorrector. No, not Rector. That's that's a while from now. That's like 12 minus 3. It's like 9 days from now we play Rector. You know what, buddy? You get to do more healing. You know that actually increases his healing? Good enough first fight. We didn't get the Collector, but we took the trial, or we took the boons. I'm gonna go ahead and take the scaling card. Don't get baited by Sting, I don't need it. Take the Razor Sharp. You can take the draft and play like... no, I don't really want to play the draft line because I think the draft line is really awkward. Because you don't have room to play 2 of a unit on this run behind Wendleton. He's very limiting. Unless I take double space. I think that what I would prefer to take here is Wicklash. And what I foresee for this run is none of these units, but I'll take Typhoon for the early game. I foresee Sweep plus Paraffin Enforcer. That's what I plan. Multi-strike, please show me one of the sweepers. Oh my god. That's ugly. That's very ugly. What a tragedy. There's a multi-strike and they show me this. I'm going to play Animus of Speed because, well, I don't actually need her, but I can take her for the quick infusion, which is alright. I'm not going to play her as my actual unit because she is god-awful. But there is a multi-strike. I'd rather not. I don't think I want to play her like just for the quick either, although I probably should. Although, no, I'm not going to play her for the quick. Never mind. Oh, what a sad set of events. We have the multi-strike right here and the plus 25, and they just showed me a bunch of dog shit. Just a bunch of actual garbage can units. Hate to see it. This trial is... We definitely want to take unit drafts, and because of the stings, we're pretty strong, I would say. Overall. Again, I looked and I went, I don't know where are my stings. They're right there, buddy. Don't you worry. This time I'll play a Train Steward to cover my escape path, or my opponent's escape path. 3, 6, 8. I can play that. One day, and by one day I mean never, but one day I'm gonna get the floating card numbers that I so desire from this monster train. I don't think I'm ever actually going to get them at this point, but it's fun to dream, isn't it? I have reforms, so I'm not really worried. Didn't really think about the 9-1 behind the box, but I also have stings, so, you know. There's really not much to be afraid of in that fight. I was gonna say Vine Grasp so we can ping enemies off, but if we want that, we can just take Razor Sharp to ping enemies. It's better because it pierces armor. Does 1 less damage though, and can't be upgraded. I'm committing to the Wicklash idea. Yeah, there's Paraffin Enforcer. I will accept Animus. I would prefer Husk Hermit. Not Animus of Speed, Animus of Will. We'll take the plus 10 HP. I think we have a few ways about this one. Although, you know. I think I just go right here. Look for like Burnout Extension Relic or something. Oh, Memorial Fund. Hell yeah. Don't mind if I do. I mean, maybe Cleansing Water is better. Yeah, whatever. ×5. I don't have anything worth ×5ing here. Guess I could ×1 Paraffin Enforcer in case of the bad case here, but I think I will ×1 Preserve Thorns. Although, ×1 Wildwood Sap is a very reasonable way to make sure I don't die in the next fight. Yeah, you know what? Let's do a reasonable thing. 1 more Wildwood Sap should make it so that I cannot die to Daedalus. I wouldn't have done it. In hindsight, I wouldn't have done it. Even with the knowledge of what's in there. I wouldn't have value stoned anything, I don't think that's right. Okay. I do feel like I just want to keep playing bottom floor with Wendleton. It makes sense to me. The Paraffin Enforcer right above, and then we have time if something doesn't die. How much am I worried about his health? He's only taking 9, which means I don't think I'm that worried. I'm just gonna go ahead and double Razor Sharp here. Gotta overall increase my floor's damage output. He did take 2 bombs, Wendleton, so, you know, my man's hanging in there, despite that fact. Not gonna play Whiplash. I might take 5 here, but I'm not that worried. I have 1 more Wildwood Staff, yeah, like that. I'm gonna take 5 here. Because I have the priest is in the way. Sadly. I'm gonna throw Train Steward, but mid floor, I don't want to crowd top floor. Is what I'm thinking. And I'm gonna hope that I draw my Preserve Thorns here. I have to, so I don't really have to hope, to be fair. I'm gonna wipe this wave and that one. I may as well save all the health I can, right? There's no reason not to. And I don't think we'll win the boss, actually. I don't think we have it in the bag, because he's gonna have 10 attack. But I will do enough damage that I can finish him off elsewhere, or maybe with Razor Sharp and that Sting. Yeah, never mind, we got it. Cool. Like a run that has no great direction right now, but is good enough to defeat Daedalus, and we have a lot of money, so I don't mind. Hallowed Halls is a direction. I cannot deny. If I click on Hallowed Halls, that is a way to go with the run. Sure, I haven't done it in a while. Fine. House Kermit? Hell yeah. Okay, the run has direction. So in my perfect run, which I can make here, I'm going to play Hermit, Wendleton, 2 Hallowed Halls. I'm going to take Draw so I can draw into Hallowed Halls, and I'm going to take Energy so I can play Hallowed Halls. That's the plan. Now, Hallowed Halls with Broken Wheel is a little questionable. I could take this, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't need Spell Piercing. I'm gonna skip this. I'm Endless when I have Exile Melting is very awkward because you're just making all of your Exile melt. Every Reform card is worthless for 2 combats, which is strange. I don't like it. Hey, how about a multi-strike? Hey! Appreciate it, video game. Okay, I will Self-Infuse here. Or sorry, not Self-Infuse, I will Paraffin Enforcer infuse here. He gets Burnout 2 on him. The Burnout 2 is not much of a concern to me. I think that I should give him more health because we're playing Hallowed Halls, Husk Hermit. And I don't think I would play Strangler. Ooh, I could play Predator though. And then, yeah, that seems good. I like it. Okay. I think this run has the beginnings. I'm gonna go ahead and spend that much money, 150 on 2 removals, and we're gonna move on. I think this run has strong beginnings. I'm not afraid of party boys. All I need to do now is go to as many magic shops as I can and hunt down Holdover. Oh, I should have just played Razor Sharp. Whatever. I stole hits from my House Kermit, but that's okay. Now I don't want to play Hallowed Halls right now. That's for sure. That's very bad. It kills Wendleton. I think I'm best off just putting down the Wildwood Saps. And then I got a message from my group chat. One moment. Okay. I don't need to answer this right now. This is a later problem for me. Oh yeah, the Razor Sharps carry through. This group chat message can wait until I'm done playing Monster Train. Why are these guys messaging me? Don't they know I'm video gaming? Don't you guys know I'm video gaming here? I'm playing Monster Train. I'm telling you, I should have spent most of my... I should have spent all of my time, actually, with my schooling. Like, in my last 2 years of college, I should have just spent all my time plugging the stream. That would have been funny. No, it wouldn't have. I could go Adaptive Mutation, but it's expensive. Like, the problem is that I cannot play that card. I could play Crushing Demise, but I don't think I need it. Particularly. I need to go to a magic shop, but I cannot go to a magic shop in this ring. Oh, I can't go to a magic shop in this ring either. Oh dear. Oh wow, this is a pretty bad layout actually. Okay. First and foremost, we get rid of Train Steward. Second of all, I would like to see a value stone. Okay, there is some hope. Okay. Okay. And then we have Magic Shop there. So... I'm running through these numbers real quick, right? I'm not 100% sure on how to go about this, right? Because, okay, so I could duplicate Hallowed Halls. The problem with duplicating Hallowed Halls is I have to... you know what? I'm down to just duplicate Hallowed Halls, actually. I think it's fine. I have some concerns with Wendleton dying and burning out, but I don't actually think I care. Ooh, now I care. It's Crystal Cloak. I guess it wastes my regen as well, but... Armor 15 shouldn't be a problem. This fight feeds hardcore. Feeds Huskhermit hardcore, I should say. He gets 1, 2, 3 hits. He goes nuts here. Quick Clash. I think that even though I have these Hallowed Halls, it might not be right for me to play them, because I'm giving up all of this rage and all of this Wildwood sap to play them. I think what I do want to make sure I'm doing though is buffing Huskhermit where I can. Buffing his attack so that if I have to reform him, I can. Nah. Yeah, I guess in reality, this run is using Hallowed Halls as the end game plan, because I don't need it as the main plan right now. And of course here, as you're all well aware, I'm going to get steamrolled by Crystal Cloak's existence. But I'm just going to die to burnout for sure. But that was known. That was well known. 4. We got her to 4. I got Hallowed Halls here, so what we want to do is we want to give ourselves as much burnout as possible, which we can do with Paraffin Enforcer. Sorry, Paraffin Hermit, I should say. And then... yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. I should do this so I get more burnout overall. That's burnout 3. Oh, Wendleton's too fat. I can put him up here. Or actually better off is probably just to leave him out of the reform pool, because Huskhermit's the MVP here. Yeah, definitely I actually just want to leave him out of the reform pool. Okay. And so we're going to Hallowed Halls to 4, and we're going to Whiplash up to a little more. Alright, the stealth is gone. You see, look at this, I don't have to 50-50 because wow, that was really smart. Good job, me. Holy shit, I'm so smart. Oh my god. Oh, that feels really good. I feel like a lot of times there I would lose off of that, or I'd 50-50 it, but I recognize that, yo, let's go. It's little things like that that I often overlook that always feel the best when I actually pull them off correctly. This is a skip. I'm not paying 3 energy for Cycle of Life. I'm so rich. What the hell? I have space on... no, I don't have space. I gave him plus 25. Alright. Trinket Shop it is. Resin Block is cool. These aren't very good. And I will crack this relic as well. Lightstone Casing is interesting. There's no use for it here. However, big stretch, sorry. If I had another temple, I would take Lightstone Casing because I could play Hallowed Halls with Value Stone Holdover Spell Chain. But there is, like, after Holdover, I guess I could give it Permafrost, but I'm not doing that. I'm gonna pick Jack Strips. Rail Fortress Hammer does what? It lets me... It doesn't really do anything with Hallowed Halls, actually. History of the World is fine. Because History of the World lets me play 2 Husk Hermits before Hallowed Hallsing, which is good. Very useful. Let's ride Arcus. This run's feeling good. Shadow Arcus should be fine. Oh, you know what I should have done? Is I should have gotten rid of my Wickless Typhoon. Did not get punished here, just get punished by the Dark Shard. But that's alright. We are going to play bottom 4. I'm going to daze up Wendleton. I don't care about him. I'm off all of these guys. May as well incant up my man. And if my plan is coming to fruition here, which is good news. If my Husk Hermit ever dies, we're chilling. How do you feel about just double Hallowed Halls in here? I'm down. Oh, what? That gives you stings? Really? I don't know if that's good or bad. I did not think that he would give me stings. 100%, I did not think he would give me stings there. How strange. I don't really want to flood the deck with stings, so I'm going to stop him as best as I can. No, I missed a... yeah, it doesn't matter. I missed a strike trigger there, but it doesn't make a difference. And I don't care about the death of Wendleton. His death is meaningless to me. Alright, that draw is not very good. I should probably be playing Wildwood Stats when I see them now, because regen is kind of obsolete, since I'm going to heal every time I play Hallowed Halls. Also, Memorial Fund is going to generate me some fucking bank. However, I'm a little worried about the amount of stings I'm about to create over the course of the remainder of this run. I would mark it as concerning, except for... it's probably fine. It's probably fine because I'm just going to hit hold over Hallowed Halls, right? That's the wrong card. Whatever. As long as I play out all the stings, I guess it's fine. There are a lot of them, though, to be fair. If I were to play... Hallowed Halls here, would they be dazed? I think the Daze shard specifically says that it needs to play the card on the floor. Oh, that's a little close, isn't it? Hang on, I want to throw a lot of stings at Arcus. There we go. And the other big thing, of course, is we can elevator on every boss other than the Divinity, and on the Divinity we will have 2 Husk Hermits. Do not need Wildwood Tome, nor Unleash, nor Channel Song. Get away from me, Channel Song. You're dead to me. Energy, because, like, clearly I don't need draw. And holdover would be cool here. I don't think the run is doomed if I don't see holdover, but it would be very helpful. I'm gonna put a -1 on Whiplash. Double stack. That's not very good. That's not very good at all. Also, the duplicate doesn't line up with the magic shop, which is very bad news. I will probably be okay. I want to get rid of Preserve Thorns. I have way too many stings now. I think I will probably duplicate Husk Hermit. And not Thorn Ward. Sorry, and not Hallowed Halls. I'm not going to duplicate Thorn Ward. I'm also going to not take this Horde. I think I go to the duplicate. I think I don't need this money, and it's a bait to take it. I think I go to the duplicate, I duplicate Husk Hermit, and we play around the Hallowed Halls idea. I expected a little more damage out of my Husk Hermit here. Put him in front. Oh, because Wendleton doesn't have burnout. That's what's wrong. That's the problem there. I see it. No way to, like, move to mid-floor here, is there? I can't kill these guys myself. Unfortunately. I guess the stings are good, though. Yeah. I am uncaring towards the death of the Wendleton. The plight of the Wendleton is of no concern to me. It's actually good because I get to replay him and get another bit of burnout on him before I Howled Halls him. I guess it does give me more stings, though. A real and legitimate problem of this run. So I think it's when I can, it's best for me to get only one sting for replaying my units, I suppose, which I should look to do. So that I don't completely overflood, like so. I can get 2 stings for this turn. I think this run actually will struggle. Actually, this run won't struggle that much with the Divinity because I'm sweeping, right? I'll be hitting the Divinity for damage every turn. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal that I get overrun. There's so many cards in this. Oh no, I didn't Howled Halls first. I didn't see it until it was too late. Yeah, my Howled Halls rate slows down significantly after the first time around, but I'm not worried, to be honest. I think it'll be okay. Higher shards. In this run, it looks nuts. Wicked Blaze is okay, but I don't think I need it. You could take Mortal Entrapment there, but I think that tech cards here don't make a lot of sense. I want to remove... Well, let's go through the motion first. Trinket Shop. Golden Vault is pretty good. Thorn Casing is also good. Curse Lance is decent. I'm going to play a second Husk Hermit. I think that's for sure. I'm going to have so many stings. I can play Thorn Casing and my game plan sort of shifts to just stinging everything to death, which works, I guess. I could just buy Golden Vault and then have that buffer there as well. Fine. Okay, so where does that leave me? I think it leaves me wanting to remove... Honestly, I think it's Root Seeds. I think it's like 1 Root Seeds, 1 Primitive Mold here. And I'll look so it doesn't give me the pop-up. Yeah, multi-strike. Let's go. I think that 10 pack shards for 4 hits on Golden Vault is not worth. I think that the damage increase overall on the Divinity is not worth the 4 hits. That's my feeling. Bottom floor space increase. I don't really want that because I want to be top floor to deal with this. Correct. I could say I would do it with stings, but I don't feel confident that I would get the stings there. And I'm sure you're well aware of standard protocol for getting this Husk Hermit into the floor. But if you're not, you'll see it here soon enough, don't you fear. I think I take Ember Drain as well, which is a little unfortunate, but not insurmountable, unsurmountable. You play Howled Halls up here. And then you get them both, and then this floor does a lot of damage. And I don't need to worry because I have another Howled Halls on this turn, I know that. Because there's only 3 cards left in the deck and I haven't seen the second one yet. Yeah, I am a knower. Don't play Primitive Mold first though, because then you won't fit my man on the floor. Here we go. Oh yeah, we're quick, so we don't take damage. Of course. Also, Seraph, who is on the floor, is taking 580. The damage our floor does scales very quickly. It is an insanely unique race condition that our deck faces here, which is I make too many stings. I've never been in a run like this. The problem is I make so many stings from Wendleton that I drown out every other my 2 cards, Howled Halls. They just get fucking flooded out by these stings. I've never seen anything like it. Doing everything in my power to fight the stings. But with our enhancements, losing the rage from Howled Halls is usually a problem. With Paraffin Enforcer Infusion, it's not a problem here because we're giving our hermits like Razor Sharps and Root Seeds. Things like that. And also they get the +5 from the burnout, the reform, that's the word. And I think that this is fine. Yeah, I actually just play enough stings to kill enemies from full health. I need to keep everyone's burnout similar there, because I don't, in case I want to not Howled Halls, which I might not want to Howled Halls. I think I'm better off not Howled Hallsing here. It's more burnout. 757. It's probably best to reform for the burnout, actually. Yeah, that's close, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and press end turn because we have the victory. I'm not gonna mess around with it any more than I have already considered doing. Because, like, even, it could be a small thing there that changes it. Like, if I play enough stings, maybe I lose one strike on a Husk Hermit and the rage drop means that I don't kill Seraph in time. Things like that can happen in a position like that. When I'm sure that there's no fear, I will play out all the cards, but I'm a little afraid. Would love a top floor space increase history of the world. Mid floor? I'll take it. It's nice because I am able to play my Husk Hermit here, right? And that's good, it's very helpful. I wonder if I shouldn't have played that Howled Halls. I think it made sense. Yeah, being able to play like this because I played mid-floor is extremely helpful to this run. Being able to just slot ourselves in on the middle floor here, despite all the fear, because of the quick, very good. I think that'll be stabilizing. History of the world is doing it. I'm good to just slam the Halls here. I can't play Howled Halls next turn because of Harvests, I fear. Although maybe I can get away with it. I'll think about it. 23? What was that? It's 4 plus 5 plus 14? Yeah. I don't think I'm ever gonna incant that enemy to be too large. Yeah. It's always gonna die to the sweepers. Am I worried enough? I'm actually not, because I can kill the front tank off of this, right? Because of the sting. Also, my floor is doing like 800 damage, so there's probably nothing to be worried about. And I probably could have even just ignored them entirely and just Howled Halls, but you know, I get to sting right through it all. 29? Oh, does he live the... No, he doesn't live. Why is it 29? Oh, because of the spikes. Yeah. He lives an extra hit of the spikes now. Now here's an enemy, Silent Marksman. Here's an enemy that causes some real concern, just because they get to hit. I think hitting the enemies with stings right now is bad because I'm taking away strikes. But that's okay. This one's done and dusted for sure. Just thinking about how I'm gonna respond to these messages that I'm getting. You do that? You plan ahead? Like, how much time would you say you spend thinking about what you're gonna say in response to a message? Because I feel like I spend more time than I should just trying to suss out exactly what I want to say. It's nothing like urgent, but we have 2 assignments due tomorrow. So I've got 2 different group chats messaging me 2 different things about the projects that we're doing. They're different projects, different classes, but still. I got a lot of ground to cover. I've actually covered a lot of it. I wrote like an entire planning document last night. I felt very productive at the end and also very tired. But I was happy to be done with it. It wasn't too bad. It was weird because it was like, I wouldn't say the document I wrote was difficult to write. It was just a lot. It was just a lot. Alright. Anyway, I'll end the fight and say goodbye to you now. And just kind of, you know, game over, so I may as well tell you what's on my mind. Because there is something on my mind. I'm not a head-empty gamer today. How exciting. Or unexciting, depending. All right. The run was fun. I was a little worried. I think that the cool thing about this run, for me personally, is that I played this one out pretty well. Specifically, made reasonable decisions in the early game, didn't do anything terrible, waited until the game showed me all my options to make a choice, and yeah, gauged my early game power properly because of Stings plus the Sting Relic and Wildwood Sap. Cool stuff. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe, and... What the hell do I say? Uh, Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. That got there. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. What's wrong with me?